How's it going, everyone? Steven here from Leadjetty.com. In this quick video, I'm going to show you how to set up a property. Before you can actually create a form flow or integrate with any other sort of marketing system, you need to set up a property. A property is the entity which will contain all of those things, and you'll see what I mean in just a second. If we click into my properties, you'll see that I already have a few set up here because I have a few different websites that I manage, including Leadjetty.com, which you're watching this on probably, or you maybe came here to YouTube from there. So let's go ahead and just set up a new property. So let's pretend, and we're considering setting up this business, automate marketing. So all you have to do to create a property is just enter a name, and it could be the name of a business, it could be the name of a section of your website. It's sort of up to you how you architect it, but for simplicity, we'll just say it's the name of a business. So if we click create property, it will move us into this page. So at this point, we've done enough actually to create a flow, and we can do that by clicking here. And I'm going to go ahead and just open this in new tab and do a really quick thing because we have other videos on how to set up flows. So if I do a new flow, and we'll just do test here, and you'll see that now my automate MKTG shows up here. And if I click create flow, you'll see that we can actually create things for that. Now there are other videos on how to create flows, so I'm going to stop here and just close this tab. But I wanted to show you that once you have just simply created this, you can indeed start creating and using flows. The only thing is these flows will show up on our Leadjetty.com until you set up your own custom domain. And you can do that by going over here to the settings tab. So let's suppose that I want to set up a subdomain, and let's just say something like hello. I kind of like the welcoming subdomains. So hello at automate. It looks like I've already typed this before when I was testing. So we'll just save that and leave that everything else as it is. And what that's going to do is redirect us back to the overview. And what you can see here is that we have indeed added hello.automatemktg.com to our system, and it's giving us a CNAME record, and it's actually telling us in this hopefully helpful message up here to go ahead and add the CNAME. So what we need to do is point hello.automatemarketing.com or mktg.com to this CNAME record in order to get this going. So I'm going to go ahead and pause this and open up my GoDaddy account. Okay, so I'm here on the DNS management screen over in GoDaddy. And the only thing I need to do here is add a CNAME record as it said to do back over in the other tab up there. So we'll go ahead and just choose CNAME. And it's going to prompt me for a host and something that it points to. So this is going to vary potentially depending on the registrar that you're using. But in GoDaddy, you just type the single subdomain here. In other places, you might need to do hello.whatever.com, but here it's just the first word. And then we need to point to the CNAME that we have over here in Leadjetty. So I'll just come over here and copy this, and we'll just paste this in the points to here. And so we'll save this. And it can take a few minutes for this to take effect, but let's just kind of refresh and see where we are. So if I refresh here, you'll see now that we have this SSL status of not yet established. Now, what should happen is in just a few minutes, this should switch over to be, say, something like SSL verified or something like that. If that does not happen, that means that our system failed to automatically verify the SSL certificate that we're creating for you on the back end. So if you have that problem after, call it an hour, come over here and click on this box and reach out to us. But this should resolve in just a few minutes. So I'm going to pause the video until that happens. So it took about 2 minutes. It was 9:37 when I stopped the video, and now it's 9:39, and we see successfully established here. So once you see that, let's go back over really quickly to our flow here. We'll open this. And I'm just going to quickly throw in a quick variant here, just so we have something to look at. We'll add a step. We'll add just a first name here. We'll turn the variant on. And now if I come back over here and filter by just automate, so we have this one flow that we've set up here. And if I open this in a new tab, you'll see that it's on hello.automatemarketing.com and that it is SSL secure here. So that's pretty straightforward on setting that up. The last thing we need to talk about is integrations. And before we move on, just again, as I said before, there are a few other videos right behind this one on your dashboard of the app that show you how to set up properties, or set up flows rather. So I kind of flew through that. So don't worry if you didn't catch it. It's not really the point of this video. So just be sure to check the next video. There's really two tabs here actually. So there's integrations and there's legal. So legal, essentially, if you add a privacy policy URL from your website, and then whatever you want the link to say, you'll be able to add a privacy policy link to all of your forms or flows. That's actually sort of a new feature. So if you have any feedback on that, we're definitely open to it. It's pretty straightforward though. Integrations. So this is where you connect any sort of integrations, and we have a few more that are under development that we're going to be rolling out in the next couple of weeks. But basically what you do if you want to connect something is you just copy and paste the relevant information. So most of the time with the integrations we have now, it's just an API key. A couple of them are a little more complicated, like ActiveCampaign requires a URL. And we're rolling out Pipedrive soon, which will have its own flow. But in general, this is the page you will come to manage integrations. So if anything changes, it'll be here. And then in addition to that, we're going to be putting out some videos. I don't know if we'll do one for every single integration, but we'll certainly do some for some of the integrations. So be sure to check on that, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel because they will all be here. So you'll get notifications whenever they come out. So I'll be showing you exactly how to connect everything and then what you can do with it afterwards, and potentially even putting out some content on different strategies you can use with different tools and integrating with our system. So that should be pretty cool. That's pretty much it for this overview. If you have any questions at all or feedback or anything else, be sure to come down to the intercom chat down here. And also, you can just email me if you'd like that too. So it's Stephen, STEPHEN @leadjetty.com. With all of that said, I will talk to you next time.